Hey man, you already know it's your boy PnB Rock, man. You can check out my interview with my guy Bootleg Kev on the Bootleg Kev podcast. Oh yeah.
All right, man. Look, Bootleg Kev show, special guest in here, my guy.
That's Sirski.
PnB Rock, man. Welcome, brother.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, bro?
Just vibing, bro. How you?
I cannot complain, brother. Yeah. I cannot complain. I feel like it's been a minute since we've done an interview. Definitely pre-pandemic.
Yeah, it was a while.
I like to point out, during the pandemic, I sold you a PS5.
Yeah, real shit though. That was clutch though, bro.
I pulled up like the day or two after the PS5s dropped to sell Young Blue a couple. Mm-hmm. And then I think you grabbed the PS5 and the Xbox off me.
I'm like, I need both of them.
It was so random.
You feel me, real shit.
Yeah, it was
clutch
super
moment right there.
Super random, man. Yo, I want to, you know what I've been wanting to ask you, because I feel like you don't get enough flowers in terms of your influence on the current generation and sound of where music is. Do you feel that's the case as well?
Yeah, you know the shit.
I feel like you were kind of the first dude I can kind of really remember, at least one of the first dudes that were really implementing, I guess what we'll call like R&B shit, but from a street angle.
Yeah, facts.
Where it was kind of blurring the lines of hip hop and R&B. Like I really kind of feel like you were on the forefront of that, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I came home in like 2013, 2014. Wasn't nobody really doing that shit. Then I had got rebooked again because I was just fucking around, just kept not doing what I was supposed to do. And I got locked up again. And in that mix of that, Fetty Wap came out and shit. I'm like, oh shit, somebody about to come fuck that wave up that I had. You hear me?
Yep.
But it was like when I still had to, like, I don't know. Before I got booked, it was like I had shit rolling already. Like I had shows, I had features, people was fucking with my sound already. And then I got locked up for like 9 months, 8 months. That shit was like I was thinking like, damn, it's over. Like that shit gonna slow me down.
Right.
This other nigga, I'm hearing this on the radio. I'm like, this other nigga just came and he on the same wave I was on. You feel me? I'm like, damn, it's over. But that shit ain't stopped nothing though. I mean, I came home, shit was even way bigger than it was when I was first originally out there. Like I had labels coming to fuck with me and everything. I'm like on the pull up. You feel me? That shit was different. And then the person that signed Fetty Wap was the person that came to sign me, Orlando Wurtenberg. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I'm thinking that the way it was gonna be, I'm thinking it was gonna be a little awkward. You feel me? Like, damn, this motherfucker, he probably gonna think like I'm trying to steal his sound and shit. And I've been doing this shit. You feel me? Like, but this nigga was the most genuine nigga ever when I first met him. Man.
Fetty,
hell
I've always just heard such great things about Fetty.
Fetty the GOAT, man. Shout out to Fetty, man. He put me on a whole bunch of game as far as like the music industry, like how niggas is gonna carry it. He put me on like, he told me how a whole bunch of rappers was gonna be before I even got to do it. Like, and I started noticing that shit. Like, damn, this nigga Cudi put me on this shit a minute ago. These niggas be really like trying to leech off you. Get where you get
what they can
off you, yeah,
get your clout, and then
that should be weird.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that probably had to have happened to him, because I feel like at a certain point in time, for at least a year, he was the hottest thing moving.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Because when he was opening for Chris Brown on tour, people were more excited. And I swear to God, because I was at the radio station giving away tickets to the Chris Brown Fetty Wap tour, and everyone was calling. They weren't asking for Chris Brown tickets.
Man, for the Fetty Wap.
They were like, "Yo, when we want to go see Fetty Wap," and I'm like, "Well, you know, Chris Brown's gonna be there too." Right. They didn't care. So he was a superstar for 12 months, maybe 2 years. I mean, it was a great 12-month run.
Yeah, he had that craziest run.
But I do feel like he's probably been in a position as of you maybe where you notice, like, maybe when you have a certain amount of momentum behind you, there's these industry people that come around when it's convenient or when it's very beneficial to them. But maybe when your shit ain't as scorching as it might have been, like, you really realize, oh, this shit is fake as fuck.
Man. It'd be like you think a nigga genuine. You think by listening to somebody's music, it give you like a picture. Like, damn, I think of this person like this, and I think of this person like I hold him up here because he be on that. Man, you meet these motherfuckers, man, they be like, who the fuck writes your music? You feel me? Like, we ain't the same person, bro. Like, it should be weird. And they be like, I done helped a lot of people because I'm one of them people, and I still do. I don't let that shit change me. I help, like, when I had my run, even though like people used to tell me like, bro, you shouldn't do this feature with this person. You shouldn't do this feature with this person. They just trying to use you to. I'm like, bro, if I fuck with somebody's music, I'm gonna do it because that's what I'm not doing this shit for the money or I'm not doing this shit to. I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun. That's what I like to do. And if I like this shit, I'm gonna do it. You feel me? So I gave millions of features away and shit.
I mean, some people would say arguably you probably give away your biggest hooks to other artists.
Shit. I literally one of those people that like, because at the time like my label wasn't really doing what I wanted them to do for my music and shit. Like they was putting shit out, but it wasn't like having like a big push. So if I come across somebody that I know like they label going hard for them right now, they going hard, I will give you a whole like some shit that I already got,
right,
and just give it to you. Just let's keep me on it. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I've seen the way you're in the studio. You're very like, you know, some artists you'll know if there's not more where that came from.
Right, real shit.
Like then there's those prolific writers where you're like, this shit is so easy to somebody like yourself to get in and just lay down ideas that are fucking crazy. Right. It's like for you to like give a hook away to somebody or to collaborate with somebody and give up what, you know, some people might be like, yo, man, PnB Rock gave up a crazy hook. There's so much more where that came from.
Real shit.
And that's not the case for everyone.
A whole bunch of the hooks that you hear that I gave to people be like, it'd be a story behind it type shit. Like Too Many Years, the Kodak Black shit. I wrote that shit. I was literally about to get sentenced. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the fucking box with everybody that's about to go to see the judge. You feel me? I'm like, damn, I done gave these motherfuckers too many years already. And I'm about to go get sentenced again. Like this shit be drawn. You feel me? So I'm thinking of this shit while I'm about to go see the judge. And I'm making the melody. Everybody in there like, what the fuck you singing? Like that shit sound hot. I let everybody in there hear it. Niggas was like, yo, that shit deep, bro. Like you gotta go home and like you gotta go crazy with that one right there. So I had that shit in the cut for a minute. I ain't never really dropped that shit like when I came home because I ain't had the right beat. In my head, I heard like a specific beat. Right. And I could never find that shit, you feel me? So I'm with this nigga Jay Graham, this my guy. Shout out to Jay Graham. He clutch. Yeah. I'm just in the crib, we high as shit. This was when I used to record in the crib with him. I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to do this one hook that I got, bro. Can you please find a beat for me? He like, bro, I can't, like, I can make a beat around it. I'm like, bro, that shit ain't gonna work, you feel me? Like, for me. So he like, just try, like, just sing it, and I'm gonna make the beat around it. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I said, put the metronome on. You know, metronome is like, yeah. I just sung the hook to that shit, you hear me? Because I couldn't find no beat. Bro, he made the whole beat surrounded that shit.
Wow.
That shit was some dope shit, bro. I'm like, damn, I just made a whole hook to the metronome.
And sometimes, and that never happens. Usually it's the beat starts or like a loop, and then you do, so he made the beat to your.
Yeah, under me.
That's crazy.
We had this shit, and I'm like, damn, this is probably one of the biggest hooks I got right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, and me and Orlando, we like, damn, like, what we gonna do with this shit? Like, we gotta, like, if we go the way we want to go, it's not gonna go how we wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? Because they not really pushing for my shit right now. So I'm like, man, who the next nigga like that you fucking with that's like could tell this story for us? You feel me? Like, cause I don't want this to be my song at this point. I want it to be big, and I want this shit, the world to hear this shit. So he like, bro, I just signed this kid Kodak Black, bro. He on fire, da da da. I'm like, let me listen to his shit. I listen to his shit. I'm like, bro, he perfect for this shit. Like, let's go meet this nigga. So I linked up with Kodak, and he got on that shit. He was like, he was amazed. He don't really fuck with niggas at this point. Like at this point, Kodak wasn't like he
I feel like he's kind of always been like that.
Yeah, he was on some like
very interesting guy.
Who the fuck is this nigga? You feel me? Like, but when he heard my shit, he was like, damn, like this shit different. You feel me? Like I ain't know you was coming like that type shit. And it was just like we started fucking with each other on that level, and we always continued to make music after that. But bro, that was like I got a lot of stories like the Everyday Relationship. That was like my song. You feel me? Like me in the studio,
we could tell.
Me and YF and Lucci in the studio. This is my session. You feel me? I just called him because I fucked with his music. You feel me? We met in Atlanta. I seen that he was in New York while I was in New York. I called him through. We deep as shit, man. You feel me? You know, I turned that shit up from the rip. He played the beat. I just went in. You feel me? Just went right in the booth. Like, this it right here. And then he came and followed me, and then we just was going back and forth. It was supposed to be my song. You could tell by the way it was structured. Like, I actually had to take my verse and put it second type shit. But it was like, I already knew what they was gonna do with that shit, you feel me? Like they was going heavy in the strip clubs and heavy in the promotion in Atlanta, like as far as like just paying DJs to play his shit.
No, I think it's a game. They you know, I mean, I'm saying their run's not over, but during that time, they had a lot to. Well, they got the formula. I was like, at that point in time, they had a lot to prove too because they had to show people that the Rich Homie Quan shit wasn't just a one-time thing.
Yeah, no kizzy.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like perfect timing, I think.
Hell yeah.
Now, I just think you don't get enough love as far as like, if we think of everyone who's like, I mean, really what you kind of brought into the, you know, industry. Obviously we talked about Fetty. I think Future was doing a bit of that. Your shit is a little bit different, but that's kind of where the game is now.
Real shit, I ain't gonna care. I be looking at it like, at first I was a little sour, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Damn, like all these little motherfuckers just come and taking my shit. And then it's like, my situation was a little bit different because I felt like my label just wasn't like, they ain't believing what I had going on at the time. But it's all these little me's coming out and they they streaming, they going crazy, they doing everything they supposed to be doing. I'm like, bro, that's what we supposed to be doing with my shit. You feel me? And it's like, y'all letting these niggas outrun me now because I can't even drop as much as I used to drop. It just was like a frustration thing with my label.
Well, I do feel like too, man, like kind of what got you here was being able to drop freely, heat up the streets.
Thanks.
You know, it's crazy because I was in the studio like 4 or 5 months ago with you in 24, and you guys were working on a joint project, and it was like, well, how's this going to come out because of your label?
Real shit.
Right?
No kizzy.
Shout out to 24 Hours, but like, I just saw you commented on Snow the Product's post. She had posted her recap.
Yeah.
She was like, no management, no distro, no label. And this is what I'm doing. Maybe in 2022 that changes. And you commented, no, don't sign.
Bro, shit.
Keep going. And you're somebody who's been a part of the major label system for what, 6-7 years now? When did you first sign? 2015. So yeah, it's about 6 years, right? Yeah. And you know, you've shared your frustrations with your label recently, earlier this year. What is it like? Where do you think kind of the disconnect is for PnB Rock and being on a major label?
It's like labels is like still like they catching up, you feel me? But it's like they still kind of stuck in that old stigma, whereas they're like, it's like I don't want to put it in. I don't know how to say it. It's like the deals was so shitty back then, you feel me? And they still like try to implement that shit now. Like we still in those times, and they be like, bro, we streaming now and shit. Like people ain't going to the store and buying it, no fucking CDs and shit no more. That shit over. But they still got the deals kind of structured like that, you feel me? And it's like, why the fuck, if y'all can catch up with the money on the strings, why the fuck y'all can't catch up with the deals? You feel me? Like that shit don't be making sense to me. And they be like, once you learn it as an artist, that should be like kind of like scary for a label. They be like, damn, this motherfucker asking too many questions.
Right.
Like, we gonna figure it out. They'll try to stall you out, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
artists are getting smarter, right? Yeah, and then we like look at like I always look at someone like Russ, and I feel like Russ gives out so much free game to artists.
Russ is the GOAT, bro.
Right, just like
I talk to Russ. I always, anytime I think like something like I can't get this shit, like I don't know what the fuck, I hit that nigga and like, yo, what you think about this, bro? He really like give me the whole paragraph, bro, like how I should do this shit. Some of the shit I could agree with, some of the shit be like, I could take that and not do how I'm do it.
Do it your way.
Yeah, hell yeah, but that nigga different. He's smart, bro.
I feel like the labels hate Russ because he be really fucking holding their feet over the fucking fire, bro. He pop his shit and it's all real.
Real shit, he can't.
Lawyers hate him because he's like, yo, if you're giving your lawyer 10%, they're hoeing you.
Yeah, real shit, bro. That shit how I feel. It's like, bro, when I finally got to know the business, because you like when you come into this shit, bro, you like I see it all the time. Like you just having fun. You just so like you want everybody else to do your shit because you want to feel like I don't want to have to be the nigga to book my own shows. I don't want to have to be the nigga that be looking through these emails to decipher if this nigga serious about this feature.
Right.
I'm trying to make music right now. I don't want to do nothing else. And you will put that shit on everybody. Like, huh, you do this. Oh, you good at you do this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But that shit be like, you gotta know your business, bro. You gotta know what the fuck going on. You gotta know everything that's going on with shit. This is your shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it's cool to have people that, you need a team, but you gotta still be on your shit at the end of the day. You gotta know what the fuck is coming through these emails, like, you gotta know the same people that this person, you don't wanna be just having people make connections through you, but you're not even meeting the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, everybody building relationships and you don't even fucking know these people. That should be different, bro. You're dropping a new project on Thursday night? Yeah, my glow day.
Yeah. Is that your birthday?
Hell yeah, Sag Gang.
The 9th is your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my anniversary, my wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
I'm being in the DR.
Up, man. Oh, you gonna be in DR?
With my wife, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about Dubai.
Hey.
That's just how I'm feeling right now.
Thursday's a big day. Kanye, Drake got their show in LA Thursday. Your birthday, you got an album coming out?
I heard their ticket was like $7,500 or something.
Probably. I'm not going to be there, so I wouldn't know. But nonetheless, I'm always curious. If someone like you, do you feel like if you were independent the last 3 to 4 years, how much more music would you have dropped?
Bro, what? I got like, in my phone and shit, in my email, and my hard drive, I probably got like over like 2,000 songs that nobody ever heard type shit.
Because is it that much more harder? If like you woke up tomorrow and said, I got a fucking EP with this producer I've been cooking up with this whole week and it's crazy and I'm trying to drop this shit.
Right.
It's not that easy.
Fuck no, bro. I can't even say I want to put this shit on YouTube real quick. Oh, vlog. You know what I'm saying? Because they got my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got access to my fucking...
So you don't even have access to your own YouTube?
Fuck no, bro. When I got signed, bro, they take over all your shit. They ask you all these questions like, all right, what's your password to this? Do you ever got an account over here? We need the password to this. You be thinking like, all right, they just gonna have access to it, but they change your whole shit over. You heard me? You be like, they need to rerouted my money. I don't even get my YouTube checks no more. What the
So
fuck?
you can't drop a video tomorrow or a vlog.
Fuck
you got to
no.
send it to the label first.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck?
And it's like, it's cool because I like how labels. I like what I gotta love hate.
It's a
with
gift and a
labels.
curse.
Yeah, hell yeah. They do what they now at this point in time. My label is on their shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they take care of everything they supposed to do because I done got too smart. You know what I'm saying? Like I done figured this shit out, and it's like we was at odds for a long time before we came to a mutual agreement. It's like, all right, boom, we finally thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like appreciated it. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling sour for a long time, and now it's like I'm back. I'm back in my
Yeah, I mean,
my
like
flow.
I feel like you had a couple of records that should have probably been a little bigger. Like, you know, I was expecting the Nicki Murder Beats record to kind of go crazy.
Or they was mad that we even wanted to drop that shit because they felt like they wanted to ride the trap star turn pop star wave a little bit more. Like I wasn't too pressed to drop that shit neither though, to be honest, because I was working on a whole tape with Murder Beats and I wanted that to be like a big rollout and wanted that to be the part of the rollout. But at the time, my management was just like, we need to drop this shit now. Like Nicki. I'm like, all right, fuck it. You feel me? They just was like, be pressing the button too early.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Time to stop the interview because we got to talk about our good folks at Odd Socks. Man, listen, if you go to oddsocksofficial.com, that's ODDSOX official.com, use the keyword, it's a fucking promo code. Use the fucking promo code, Bootleg Kev. All right, at checkout, you'll save 20% off. They got, man, look at these SpongeBob joints. Man, the Ninja Turtle boys, you know what I'm saying? How about the Naruto guys? And then they got the new Odd Socks basics that are just like, they're just so fly, man. The tie-dye joints. They just listen, man. Whatever you need, they got it. How about some half-baked boys? You know what I'm saying? Listen, the most comfortable socks, the most affordable socks, the best socks in the world, Odd Socks. So go to oddsocksofficial.com. Use that keyword. It's not a keyword, it's a fucking promo code. Fuck. Bootleg Kev at checkout. Save 20% off, man. Shout out to our family at Odd Socks. If you support us, go support them. I think about before you moved to LA, I remember I saw you right after you decided to move out here. And I was like, good. Because I felt like there was a period of time where every time I would open my phone, it was just some bullshit. PnB Rock was just in some shit. I'm like, what is
the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm like, this motherfucker, you're wild. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like,
glad I got out of that shit though.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like you've matured a lot in the last couple of years as far as maybe keeping yourself out of unnecessary situations that might bring unnecessary bullshit around. Do you feel the same way?
Oh yeah, I got 2 daughters now. You know what I'm saying? And not even only that, motherfucker just tired of that street shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get burnt out, bro. Motherfucker be like,
That's just tiring, bro. Stressful.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Shit. You don't want to have to keep like looking over your shoulder every day. In Philly, that shit bad right now, bro. That shit super, super bad. Like we probably got like, how many murders we have right now, Tyler, in Philly?
500. Over 500.
In the last 5 to 6 months, it's been mostly females getting killed by niggas. Like literally.
What?
On some weird shit. Shit is unbelievable.
On some like domestic violence shit?
A lot of it been the domestic violence. A lot of it been like bitches, like niggas just killing bitches. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like I seen some shit where somebody thought it was like, I don't want to be putting this shit out there, so I ain't even gonna say it. Fuck it. I'll talk about you
right.
and you feel
right.
me? That should be weird though, bro. Like,
well, it's interesting too, cause like we just lost Dolph. And Dolph was, you know, I had a great relationship with Dolph. He was a great guy, but we keep seeing artists losing their life in their hometown, right?
that shit wicked.
Happened to Nipsey, happened to X. I feel like it's almost necessary to kind of remove yourself out of your own environment for your own good, really for your own livelihood. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Got to. It'd be like people love you the most in your city, but
they hate you the most there too.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like you got some motherfucker that just really like. I remember that nigga when he was broke. Now he think he like niggas. We just don't want to see you win for some reason. Some people got that crab in the barrel mentality. Like fuck you, I'm stuck. You gotta be stuck with me type shit. Like on some. I don't know.
When you see like a situation with Dolph, you know, or Nip, does it help? Does it kind of change the way you move?
Hell yeah. Before the Nipsey shit was crazy. I think the first joint for me though was like somebody from Pittsburgh or some shit.
Oh, Jose, was it the Guapo? The guy who died? He died the same day as Nip.
Yeah.
He died the same day as Nip. It was the same day.
Damn. So yeah, I heard about that first, and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker, like, he was close to Philly and Pittsburgh is like
right there.
Yeah, it's far, but like we on the same type of shit, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, damn, that was a bad jump for the city, you know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh. I'm like, that nigga was still in the trenches. He was kind of just like me. Like, that was like an eye opener. Like, damn, I need to get away from this shit.
It is just in general, I feel like crazy right now. Especially, I mean, we both live here in LA, and LA is fucking wild.
I think this shit crazy. This gets a
There's
crazy
some Grand
right
Theft
now,
Auto
bro.
shit going on right now.
Fuck, bro. You seen that shit where a nigga just walked up on
In the
restaurant?
restaurant? And was,
yeah, bro, that shit was goofy to me.
yeah, I tell well, first of all, I be in the Valley, so me and my wife keep it super low key. But I tell my wife when we go out to eat, I'm like, she got a big ass wedding ring. I'm like, leave that shit at the crib. I don't even want to have to.
I feel you though, bro. You don't want, unless you're gonna move around with security, and you don't want to have to do that
Like,
shit
what, yeah.
every time you go out.
100%.
Feel me? Like, that should be ass, bro. I feel you.
People are targets out here, and especially
niggas try me out here a couple times. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie, but that shit don't never work. You feel me? I be too on point. Like, I'm from the same shit y'all trying to do. I done did this shit. You feel me? Like, I done.
You're ready for that kind of.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I be on it. You can't. Feel me?
That's fair. That's fair. I think like a lot of people need to understand when they come to LA.
Don't think this shit a joke. Yeah, this
Well,
shit
also,
Hollywood. It's Hollywood and all that shit.
Yeah,
It's
but like,
nice
yo,
parts.
man, leave your fucking jewelry in the hotel room, or just leave it at home. Like, there's no reason for you to be moving around with $100,000 worth of
And
jewelry.
if you gonna do that shit, bro, be safe.
Be
Feel me?
safe.
Get some security.
Yeah.
It ain't like, I ain't gonna sit here and say security is like the end all be all. A nigga ain't gonna try you, but they'll think twice.
They'll think twice about trying you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%.
It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
It does, man. Talk about, obviously you being a part and working with Sal. For people who don't know, Sal is EXO, The Weeknd, I mean, Doja Cat, I mean, just superstar management.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. They put me on a whole bunch of game. You know
Shout out to my guy Manny. What is something that you've learned being so close to them? Because I do feel like there's something to be said that like right now, like Sal and company represents two of the top like 3 or 4 biggest artists in the world.
They manage a lot of people that people.
They manage Ty Dolla $ign. We can go down the list, but I'm just thinking,
bro, it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers like
so many, right? Shout out to my brother Belly. Shout out to yourself. Shout out to it's BB Rexa. It's just so many artists, right? So
they going crazy. Doja Cat.
but that's just like another level of shit, right? When we get into the conversations of The Weeknd, and then like what's some shit you've learned about being a part of that team?
I don't know. I just learned like structure. Like that. When I went over there, I just learned like they taught me like when I come to album time and shit like that. Like as far as packaging my shit, like they put me on a whole bunch of game like how they be doing they shit. You feel me? And they taught me a lot of shit about my deal because when I first got with them, that was like one of the main things that I was like focusing on. Like, yo, I need y'all to help me get y'all this bullshit, this deal that I made. You feel me? Like this shit ain't it.
Right.
And they was helping me a whole bunch with that shit. And I really learned a lot just fucking with them on that vibe. You feel me? Like they know what the fuck they doing over there.
What is if there's an up and coming artist with some momentum right now that's independent, what would be your advice to them as far as what they should do? Should they sign? Should they stay independent? Like, what do you think? I know not everyone's case is the same, right? But like, based on your experience.
Best case scenario now, bro, this shit easy as shit for the kids, bro. Like it's like you get your shit popping on. If it depends, you can go either way. Like if you really want to go and sign to a label, you feel like you need to do this, do it. But just make sure you don't got one of those like
crazy ass
royalty recoupment deals. You know what I'm saying? You looking for? Damn, what's the fucking name of this? I just forgot the name of the deal. So you got royalty deals and you got it's 2 different types of deals, bro. I can't think of the name of it. You don't want no royalty deal. Just tell them you don't want no fucking royalty deal.
What about on the pub side? Because you're obviously a prolific writer, and I do feel like the pub game also has evolved a lot. Because there used to be the MDRA, the minimum delivery requirement joints, where you had to have like a certain amount of fucking points accumulated before you could get out of a pub deal. So we would hear about these crazy ass pub deals where like you had to have 5 full compositions, but that would mean 500 points.
Yeah, I don't even understand that shit.
Because if you write a record, right, you might get like, if you help on a line, right, let's say you're you might get what, I don't know, whatever points that might be, but it's definitely not going to be 100.
Yeah.
So it almost makes it almost impossible for you to like actually fulfill the deal.
Yeah, that should be goofy, bro. The way that shit work, points is like, I ain't know what a point was for a long ass time. Like,
Right.
I used to be like, you can have a point. I don't give a fuck about no point. Like, as long as you ain't taking like no percentage of all that, you can have a point. Points is like percentages at the end of the day. It's the same shit. So in points, in deals, you got 100 points.
Right.
I'm gonna say that. You might get a deal where the label give you 15 points and they get the 85. You feel me? So
And that's after you recoup.
no, hell, that should be crazy. So it'd be like, out of that 15, all the bills is gonna come out that 15.
Yeah.
Like all the studio time.
Well, they're going to give you an advance, and then that advance is an advance on your 15%.
Yeah, exactly.
So whatever you spend and then whatever you spend out of your budget comes out of that 15%. And then the 85 they take free and clear.
Yeah, for sure. And then what fuck you up even more though is these points that you be saying like, oh, you can have a point because you're a producer, you did this, or you can have a point because you mixed it,
Or you helped with a line or whatever.
Down,
yeah.
So you go from 15 points. You gave him 2 points, now you at 13.
Right.
You gave him a point over
down.
there that helped you with the line, now you at fucking 12. And then that shit go down, you like, look at you at 10 points, and it's like, now all the money coming out of this 10 points? What the fuck? I thought I had 15 points. That should be crazy, bro. It'd be like, that shit get tricky.
That's why, like, when artists take those big advances, like, they really should try to make them last, because you have no idea, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They don't tell you about none of that shit.
Right,
bro. And it's
right,
like,
right,
you
right.
fucking broke. You don't got nobody around you that got no money neither, so you the only nigga with money. Everybody looking at you now. That shit be crazy, bro. You be like, damn, I don't even got no money literacy. Like, I don't even know what to do with this shit.
Right.
All this fucking money.
You, this new project coming out on your birthday, who else on it?
On my birthday, Thug and Lil Baby.
I mean, shit.
That's it.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
No kizzy.
That's all you, I mean, and then.
This project wasn't even supposed to come out. I ain't gonna lie. This shit, I'm forcing it right now. I wanted to give people something at the end of the year, like because people been begging me for music. I haven't dropped the album in like damn near 3 years. You feel me? It's like, I know that I can't just keep not dropping.
Because when Trap Star Turned Pop Star was 2019?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're about to be in 2022.
Real shit.
That's some real shit.
So it's like, I'm gonna give y'all a gift for my birthday. For my birthday, I'm gonna give y'all a gift. You feel me? I'm gonna get y'all 6 smashes that I've been having. These songs was gonna go on my album, to be honest. But I want to give like a preview to the album. You feel me? So whatever songs take off on this, they gonna definitely be on the album. If they don't, feel me? I put some new shit on there.
Dope.
You feel me? But I just wanted to give something to my fans. This is called To Get You Through the Rain. To really get y'all through the rain. I know y'all tired of hearing all these little PnBs. Y'all been begging me for shit. Here go a little 6 piece.
The little PnBs is out here.
No kizzy. They definitely out here. I be peeping, you feel me? Some of them I fuck with because I understand them. But some of them it's like you just totally taking a whole nigga sound. It's like, bro, that shit ain't gonna work.
I do feel like didn't you and Rod Wave have a little weird moment online?
Oh my God, yeah, we definitely had a little weird moment. I was trying like, I hit him up a few times on some like, yo, I'm fucking with your shit, you feel me? Like, right on his page type shit, DM'd him. I guess he ain't see it, you feel me? But then I like posted like a little video of me like singing one of his songs and shit. That shit kind of went viral. Like, I took that shit down though. Cause I was feeling like I was just on some like doing too much, you feel me? Like,
right.
Man, this nigga ain't really like fucking with me like that, you feel me?
Right.
But anyway, long story short, he had posted some shit on there, and I was
Oh, he went crazy. Everybody was like, yo, you don't fucking come to Florida. So he said some wild shit. I was like, Jesus Christ.
So
that
boom.
escalated quickly.
So yeah, I'm like, hold up. I posted some shit on my Instagram and said like, I'm so sick of this new type of music, like all this sad shit. Y'all making me like too depressed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to turn me back up. You feel me? Like, this nigga thought I was
Very
talking about
general
him.
statement.
Yeah,
that's a general statement.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I ain't say no. He talking about put an address on that shit, nigga. I'm like, hold up, bro. What the fuck, nigga?
No, it escalated quickly. It escalated quickly.
I don't do all of that shit.
Right,
It took
right,
me out of
right,
my
right.
character for. I DM'd him. You feel me? Like, what's up? You feel me? Like, what's the word? He had some words and shit. You feel me? And then he went on the internet again and said some shit. I'm like, bro, this nigga on some. He must be trolling me or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, we already said what we had to say already.
Yeah, you guys talk
feel me?
privately in DM.
Yeah, that shit fucked my brain up. And I'm like, this nigga must be trying to go viral. I guess this is his
I
moment.
think it's some young dude shit too, man.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, you know, maybe at a certain point in time in your life, you were in that mentality. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never really think about the viral shit. Like,
Not even that. I just mean just like, I think a lot of people when we're younger, we just react
yeah, facts.
without thinking.
You right.
Because we haven't lived enough life to realize that's not how, you know, in the same way that you're like, man, I'm DM someone now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, as opposed to like a 20-year-old kid who's barely getting famous.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just take shit.
Just went left with this shit.
It just went left.
Yeah,
like, bro, I didn't say your name, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, who are some artists that you are fans of what they're doing right now that are younger, that are kind of, on the come up right now? Because I do feel like you have your ear to the street and you have a great ear.
Hell yeah. I be fucking with all the kids. I got a couple of my own artists. I'm going to name some of them first. I fuck with this nigga named Mamba Cinco. He from Philly. He go crazy. Leaf Ward. He from Philly. He go crazy. I got some kid named Tennis from Jersey. He going crazy. I got a whole bunch of artists. I ain't gonna keep naming my artists, but some of the new artists that y'all probably gonna be familiar with real soon. I fuck with this young boy named Baby Santana. He fuck with Lil Tecca. It's like one of Lil Tecca artists.
Okay.
I fuck with Autumn. His name is Autumn. He going crazy right now. I just went to a show, one of his shows. That nigga had that shit like, he looked like one of us already.
Yeah.
You feel me? I fuck with I'm So Fago. I fuck with a whole bunch of young.
There's an artist named I'm So Fago?
Yeah. I don't know
is he a juggalo?
I don't know. I think I just said his Instagram name. His name might be just Fago.
I think of Fago. I think of ICP. I think of Insane Clown Posse. I be forgetting people use Fago for lean and shit.
Yeah, that shit definitely the drink.
So when I was a kid, Fago was associated with the Insane Clown Posse, and they used to shoot 2 liters of Fago into the crowd. It was fucking great. Yeah. It was like a fucking white trash fucking super show.
That's funny as fuck.
Lots of Mountain Dew, Fago, cargo shorts, and BO.
I never even knew what Fago was until I came out here.
Really?
Got Fago over there.
It's a Detroit soda company. They're based in Detroit. Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, it's great. You and I, like I said, the last time I I'd seen you a few times, but when I pulled up on you and Young Blue working at the crib, Young Blue, someone who's been doing his thing for some years, but is finally kind of cut through. Yeah. Also, kind of coming from that same background of blurring the lines between the street soul shit, I guess.
Yeah.
How dope is it to see someone like him? Like I feel like Blue's on a run right now, and he
fuck yeah, I'm so lit. I told him when I first started seeing it, I hit him up like, bro, it's starting to come.
People don't realize he's not really a new artist. He's been doing his thing for 5-6 years.
He got a fan base that been rocking with his shit. He been having millions and millions of streams.
100%.
Like,
been had plaques too.
Yeah, real shit.
Independently.
Yeah, on some shit. So for me to see him, it's just like give me like hope that I can still catch my second.
Man, you got it, bro.
Hell yeah.
It's just you just got to drop. Just keep dropping.
No, I'm definitely about to start dropping. That's what my whole plan right now is to just
flood the market, bro.
Bomb.
100%. Well, look, the first of that is coming. Well, it's gonna be out your birthday. By the time this comes out, it'll be out.
Yeah, thanks.
So go run that shit up.
Go run that shit up to get you through the rain. My bad, I'm fried right now, and I got some more shit coming after that, and some more shit coming after that, and then some more shit coming after that.
There it is, man. All right, yo, shout out to my guy PnB Rock for pulling up. You already know it's the Bootleg Podcast. Boom.